Okay, I am watching a thing called Concrete podcast that's spelled with a Koncrete. CIA spy and FBI agent debate China, Ukraine, and how to disappear people. At 22 minutes or so into it, the CIA agent is saying that there's no strategic value for the U.S. having Ukraine. He's saying that there's no reason why the U.S. would help Ukraine other than just the humanitarian nature of it. Bull fucking shit. Let's talk about Ukraine. So, first off, it's on the doorstep of Russia. It's hard to get into Russia for us. It always has been because of their location. Like, we've always been fucking around in Ukraine to get people into Russia, even during the Cold War. So, there's that. But let's talk about what goes on in Ukraine. What is Ukraine known for, people? You know? Hookers and fucking doing drugs and bad shit. Like, everybody from Europe goes there to do bad shit and then comes home. It's a den of inequity. So, as such, its laws are pretty fucking loose, and you can just buy your way around. And this provides a nation state where the CIA and or rich elites in the US or whatever can go in and set up biolabs and do all sorts of illegal shit and like illegal research on super weapons for God knows what reason. They probably created fucking COVID in a lab someplace. They're probably working on worse shit in Ukraine. The labs in China are much the same. Like, they went there because the laws were favorable to doing research. So you're saying the Ukraine has no strategic value to the U.S. despite the fact that the U.S. set up biolabs there in 2003 when they were supposed to go in and dismantle the old Soviet biolabs. They just refurbished and refreshed them and started doing research there again, man. But for America now. Because our goal is Das Globen, because we're fucking Nazis. That's why we're in league with the fucking Ukrainian Nazis. The CIA must be hip deep in fucking Nazis by now. They're infiltrated in all the secret programs. It's the only thing that explains this to me. The Ukraine is a Nazi state in Eastern Europe that is set up to do the bidding of the United States. That is its benefit to us. And fuck that little lying CIA weasel motherfucker. Oh, there's no benefit to us helping the fucking poor Ukrainians. The poor Ukrainians who just happen to all be fucking gangsters. And like, we're just giving them shitloads of money and weapons and saying, make the bad man go away. It's not going to make it go away. Most of that shit is getting funneled off into other fucking sources, probably. Very little of the U.S. aid is actually getting to fucking fight the Russians, more than likely. That's just the way of things. Cat. At the window. God damn it. I can figure out how blinds work. But yeah, that whole fucking shit, like, oh, there's no fucking reason to be. Ukraine is not strategic to the U.S. in any way. Yeah. Just like a base in Cuba wasn't strategic to the Soviet Union in any way. That's what caused the Cuban Missile Crisis. Okay? What's causing this crisis is us doing the same thing to them. Okay? We've been doing it for a while, and Putin finally decided that, like, juice wasn't worth the squeeze anymore. He was just going to go for it. Honestly, I think he underestimated the Ukrainian defenses. I think that they'd been buying shit on the black market for about 10 or 15 years to fight Putin. And the Israelis will sell you anything. And the Ukraine and Israel are powerful allies, right? For about a billion reasons, they would be. It also so happens that they're both Nazi states. One of them is just a Jewish Nazi state. Like, the Palestinians aren't good people, but they are the Wolverines there. Like, the fucking Russians are the Jews there. That's just my opinion looking at the situation. They set up their own little apartheid government. Like, that's why they were doing business with South Africa. Israel's not exactly, like, full of sunshine and rainbows, as much as the Ukraine is. Israel is, instead of the Ukraine being our doorway into Russia, Israel is our doorway into the Middle East. So, don't listen to that CIA motherfucker. He's lying to you. Listen to this CIA motherfucker. He's not lying to you. We could get into the CIA's long storied history in fucking Ukraine, but it goes all the way back to the founding of the agency. The OSS was active in the Ukraine. So, know that as soon as the Soviet Union went down, the people that seized power were CIA-backed boys. Because they'd been trying to take power for like the last 50 fucking years there or some shit, right? So it just made it real easy when the Soviets collapsed. And since then, they've been doing everything they can to make themselves a fucking, like, a useful colony. And at the same time trying to turn it into some sort of utopian thing for, the Nazi ideal or whatever. They really, like, the Nazis really do have some ideal about helping the people. But it's after most of them are dead. They help the leftovers. And this is the people that are running our government now. Because Joe Biden is the Führer of the new empire. That's what it's looking up to be. Like, I think they actually might get him on the classified documents thing and get him out. And then we're going to get Kamala in. And then Kamala is going to fucking do some shit. And then Trump is going to get in again. And then Trump is going to get put in prison by the fucking CIA. And then we're going to get whoever his vice president is. And then that person's going to get assassinated or fucking voted out of office. And then we're going to get Hillary Clinton. Betcha. Betcha big money that we get Hillary Clinton after we get Trump again. Hillary Clinton will be like 90 years old, on life support, and carried by an army of slaves. I would say what race her slaves are, but I'll leave that to your imagination. This is the future we have to look forward to, because Hillary Clinton, for various reasons, is, the agency's pick. We could get into it, but like, she and Bill were like agency darlings from the very beginning, with the whole Mena, Arkansas thing, stepping in to, help Reagan's boys out. One hand washes the other. Democrat, Republican, it doesn't fucking matter. They're all scum. Death to America.